Pat here. I wanted to do a quick review about the movie River by Junto Yamaguchi. This came out in 2023, and I'm not sure what the distribution rights are for this movie. It came to my local theater, and that's why I was able to see it. But based on what I see on YouTube, the only trailer I'm able to find of this movie has 5,000 views. So this was not a widely distributed movie, but it was absolutely one of my favorite movies of last year. And this movie is I guess you just describe it as like slice of life comedy. Um, it's a time loop movie, so it's it's just one of those movies that no matter what mood you go into, you're gonna leave feeling good. And that was my main impression coming out of the theater. I just felt so happy. All of the characters that we meet throughout this film are just very endearing, and they just have this banter back and forth that's just really funny, but also the collaboration of the characters and like how like supportive they are of each other is just makes you feel so good. And like the premise of this movie is uh, it's a time loop story. So we follow this hotel staff that just normal day taking care of their customers, making sure everything's going well, and everyone at this hotel gets stuck in a time loop. So we have and the film is shot exactly in line with that time loop. So this time resets every 2 minutes, and so the movie is composed of just 2 minute takes, 2 minute shots. And I think from maybe like a filmmaker perspective or just film appreciation, I really appreciated the structure of this movie, because it just seems like that this is like a movie that you could think up, or like even like as a student movie, you think up and you immediately have the structure for your movie. I'm doing 2 minute shots. You only have a single camera. We're not cut. I mean, we don't need to cut to anything. It's just single camera. We're following our staff around. We're following what they're doing, who they're interacting with, and then how are they trying to solve this time loop mystery because no one knows why it's happening. And there is a real feeling of progression in this movie, kind of like if you think about like Edge of Tomorrow, like another very different time loop movie. I love that movie because there was this sense of progression where every single every single time loop you feel like you're making progress towards your goal. And I would say it's very similar in this movie as well. So there really is this like sense of momentum, and every time loop you feel like you've discovered something new and you're excited to get another loop to discover something new. So it has a really good pacing to it, and I think with this structure, would be worried about it overstaying its welcome because it is you are getting basically the same shots every single every 2 minutes. It's the same thing. So there's only so long you could keep that up for, but I think the runtime for this movie is like an hour and a half, and it's perfect. It doesn't overstay its welcome at all. Um, and it's just an absolutely lovely movie. I highly recommend everyone sees it. Thanks.